speaking of fandom China, we have discovered after DC fandom that DC fandom actually happened in China this time, and they had a whole physical location setup going on, and there was, this entire Hall of Justice type thing that, they showcased all these, Batmobile and all these different panels, all these different
Yeah.
posters, and they had the Justice League statues as well. So it looked pretty amazing, and that was just, part of the surprise. The big surprise was there was 1 extra hour of fandom material that was cut from our live streams, and
Yeah.
it was basically all the panels, the fandom panels, and there were 4 panels. One is Flash, Black Adam, then Shazam had one, and also the Batman. So these 4 panels, full panels, were available, but it wasn't available on our DC fandom. It was available on the Chinese ones, and these were interviews conducted by hosts of China, and they were addressing directly, the Chinese audiences in these interviews. So that's probably the reason why they were cut. I don't know exactly why they were cut. Maybe it was due to time. Maybe it was due to the addressing issue, because they were particularly addressing Chinese audiences in those interviews. So maybe it won't look as good. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever the reason is, we have these available. We posted a link to this on our Twitter page, and it's on a Chinese platform called Bilibili. And I have seen all these panels, and I think my favorite panels are the Flash and Black Adam. So let's start with Flash. Mar, do you want to start with all the stuff that was revealed by Andy Muschietti and Ezra Miller? Hello, are you there, Mar?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you now. Hello. Nope, I still can't hear you. 1 second, guys. I think he is figuring it out. I can't see him either, but his audio is not playing. Mara, are you there? Hello? There's no audio from your end, so can you join back or try with another device, maybe? Alright, so until he comes back, I'll start with the Flash. Okay, so in these interviews, the first question, was basically how different would the movie be, and how many surprises are there and stuff like that. Those were the questions asked, and I think Ezra Miller and Andy Muschietti did a pretty good job at explaining what got them into making this movie. Their answer was pretty much that, of course, it's a superhero movie and it has big action set pieces and all that stuff. Grandiose action and all that stuff. But I think Andy said that, what got him the most interested is the emotional story arc of Barry Allen. And that's the running theme in the movie. And also, Ezra said that, he basically he basically also he basically also liked the emotional aspects of both Barry Allen's, he said, and he was very cryptic about that. So I don't know what exactly he meant by that. He was hinting at them being a villain or something. But yeah, he did say that it was very much an emotional journey for Barry Allen, and he also mentioned specifically that it is kind of like an origin story for Barry Allen. Um, Now, we never got an origin story for Barry in Zack Snyder's Justice League. He was the Flash, and we were just introduced to him, right? And in this movie, I think we'll see that he is, maybe we'll see how he got made and stuff, and, that will probably be shown in the movie. Oh, you're back.
Wait,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes. All right. So, yeah. So I just said that it's going to be like an origin story for Barry Allen, and that may or may not indicate to the exact origin story of how he was made, which seems like they will show that because that's what happens in Flashpoint as well. They touch on the origin story, going back to the night his mother was murdered by Reverse Flash and all that stuff. From the sneak peek that they showed, it looked like he is going to be visiting that night, and I'm so excited for that because I love that scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope they show that. And what were the other things that they talked about, Mar?
Yeah, I think he was talking about the multiverse and how it was an interesting concept. Kind of the reason he wanted to tackle the movie and about bringing Michael Keaton back. And he did say that he stopped reading comics when he was 12. They had to go back and research, of course, for this movie. So he got to delve into so many comics he never even heard of, stuff like that. So yeah, and like what brought Michael Keaton back and what brought Ben Affleck back was the script. The script was good enough for these guys to say, yeah, we'll be in it. They didn't have to persuade them or anything like that. They just had to show them the script. And they agreed. So that's awesome. Barbara Machete, I don't know if you said it, she said that Ben Affleck will be in the suit, in the cowl, acting, maybe action as well. And she said the two of them got emotional getting back into the suits, which is awesome. And maybe it's good news for us fans. Maybe Ben Affleck is emotional enough, want to come back for more. So yeah. But I will say, like, Ezra Miller's a crazy bastard. He's just insane. He's just like, I don't know. He's just like making noises and just saying stuff that don't make sense.
He I feel like he exists in a different plane of existence than us. He's in a different wavelength from everyone else. He's in his own world, and which actually is perfect for the Flash.
Yeah, he's insane, but I love his energy and stuff like that. So yeah, it's brilliant for the Flash. Yeah, I think this hidden panel was 27 minutes. You can go to our Twitter page. We have the link up to it. You can go watch this. These Black Adam and Batman. It's crazy amount of stuff that it shows at DC Fandom. But yeah, there's stuff you can nitpick and pick out what Annie Machete said. Just sounds fascinating. And like, Annie Machete on camera doesn't seem like the most talkative. He doesn't seem like he wants to be there. Maybe it's just his personality. Like he's not comfortable with it. But I think Barbara was there more or less because she's very good at talking on camera and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a good job of selling the movie, even when Ezra was just talking nonsense at times. But yeah, they keep talking multiverse. So obviously it's inspired by Flashpoint. I don't think it's 100% comic accurate Flashpoint storyline, but
yeah,
I think it's in Andy Muschietti's own spin, his own idea of what he wants to do, which we know for sure is Supergirl, Two Flashes, and Michael Keaton. Ben Affleck is there somewhere, and I think honestly, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman shows up. I think Jason Momoa shows up. I think that we see, I think we see another hero or two that we're not expecting. I don't know where from or what hero, but I think there's a few other surprises and characters there. There could be villains as well. Fiora's General Zod. We could see
Superman.
I love Henry Cavill to be in it. But I just don't think he is. But I would love that so much if he was in the movie capacity, and why not? Some people were saying Superman in his black suit. I don't think he's going to be in his black suit, but I'd love him to be. Then that would just wipe all these this speculation that the Snyderverse is gone and dead. Like, what is if Henry Cavill shows up in his black suit, and the Justice League show up, Ben Affleck is there? Like, what is the Snyderverse? Like, what does it mean anymore? You know, it's a restore the Snyderverse. What does that mean? Because we all have different opinions. But I just want to watch this movie now. I want to see what surprises are in it.
Yeah, man, it looks very, very interesting. And I always loved, you know, the Snyderverse and the DCU stuff that they do. And I specifically like it when they act like a shared cinematic universe, which this movie is particularly doing more than any other movie did. Of course, other from Zack Snyder's Justice League and BBS, of course, but apart from those.
Shelley did say something interesting. He said it's a multiverse movie, but
he said it's a multiverse of films, not just multiverse of characters.
Films.
Yeah.
Yeah, of films.
So those movies are canon.
I think a lot of movies are canon. I think the Burton world and maybe even like who knows what's canon. Like, does Christopher Reeve's universe count? Does Brandon Routh's universe, his Superman count? Like, Nicolas Cage, is that a universe that we never got to see but actually exists?
CW.
The Snyderverse. Yeah, all these kind of things, yeah. Like, imagine if I wouldn't be against them showing some CW characters. Can you imagine?
I think Grant is definitely showing that.
Yeah, but can you imagine them with the movie treatment on their movie cameras, on their movie lighting, over movie, like a director, Anthony Muschietti directing a CW character? Like, how that would look brilliant. I don't think some people think, oh, the CW characters cameo, that's terrible. It's not them walking from the CW set over to the Flash set. It's them
and automatically the movie sucks. No.
Yeah, it's them getting probably a new costume and getting a new look. You know, I'd love to see it.
Maybe that's the reason Grant got a new costume for the new season.
Maybe. Who knows? Kind of similar to what we're seeing in the Flash suit could be.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller's one. Maybe he builds it for. Maybe he gives it to him.
Yeah. Interesting.
Do you remember years ago when the Flash movie was announced? People were pissed that it wasn't Grant Gustin.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Because the MCU existed, but like the Flash movie had come out, and I think it was like only season 1 or 2, and
people were confused why it wasn't Grant Gustin.
Yeah, and like they were mad. I actually remember, I think John Campea did an interview because he used to do a lot of the CW. Yeah. He used to have after show episodes and stuff. And I think Stephen Amell was there, and this is just when the new DCU slate came out, and he asked them about like, why aren't you guys in these movies, or like people are confused or annoyed at this. And I think like it felt like there was a rivalry going on between the CW and the theatrical movies, because like Stephen Amell basically said, look, we have our thing here, we make our shows, these characters, and then they're over there doing their thing. They don't have to connect or anything. They don't have to put one down over the other.
Yeah.
And that's when like Arrow and Flash were like peak storytelling and just looked brilliant.
And also Stephen, I think, if I remember correctly, I think he said something along the lines of, I don't know why they haven't approached us, and although I'm fine with it, I think Grant should have definitely been the Flash. I think he said that.
Yeah. Funny.
Very funny, yeah. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'm glad that they have embraced all of DC, and they'll be showing a lot of different characters. It's pretty good. This is the perfect movie to do it, and then they don't have to touch it ever again. You know, they can do it just once and make everyone happy. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.